If you like this video, please click on the like button. Comment with the names of the movies you would like us to cover next. Click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified of our latest creations. We cover 100 movies from around the world every day. To advertise with our channel, reach out to us. Our contact information is on our channel page. Now, let's move to the plot of this movie.
We open to Sam and Grace meeting, as they are both watching a Swedish film alone. Afterwards, they vacillate about having sex in a cheap motel. Eventually they get a bucket of food and a six-pack, take it to the room, but spend the evening walking and talking. Howard and Monica are staying in a hotel, and he alludes to the facts that they've been seeing each other for 4 months and is married to someone else. He is no longer interested in continuing the affair, and she gives him thinly veiled threats. But Howard leaves nonetheless. Finally, we see Michelle and Alan attending a wedding, where he intercepts the bouquet so Michelle can't catch it. She of course had fantasized it's being the idyllic start to their perfect future together. Back at his apartment, Michelle changes clothes, gives Alan a 24 hours ultimatum, and walks out. Howard goes into a coffee shop after leaving Monica and a waitress, and he observes a young couple. Howard is missing his youth. Monica, leaving the hotel, confronts a young female hotel clerk, pointing out how quickly people age. Howard goes home, finding his wife Grace in the living room. After an awkward attempt at conversation, their daughter Michelle comes in. She brings up the ultimatum she dropped on Alan, which her mother fully supports. Alan similarly tells his parents Sam and Monica, and his dad is pro-wedding while Monica isn't. The next morning, Grace, a religious person, is watching a sermon on TV and talks back to the TV as it talks about infidelity and admitting guilt. Howard hears the show addressing infidelity and walks back out of the kitchen without Grace knowing. The two sets of parents continue talking to their respective children about marriage. Both of Michelle's go on about the importance of wedding rings, symbolizing commitment. The irony is both are hiding betrayal and guilt, and neither happens to be wearing theirs. Howard and Grace are surprised at why the sets of parents have never met. They get Michelle to invite Alan and his parents to dinner. Sam accepts, although Monica does not agree. When Alan and his parents arrive, there is extreme awkwardness, although the double affairs hadn't come to light. Monica goes with Howard to get the drinks, and she continues with her threat that they should continue seeing each other or she'll kill him. Grace walks outside under the guise of showing Sam the grounds of the house, and he tries to convince her that they had a strong connection, that it was fate, and that they need to pursue a relationship. She wants to find happiness in her marriage with Howard. Michelle and Alan continue talking the pros and cons about getting married, with the conversation ending with Michelle concluding that Alan is basing his negativity of marriage on his parents' failing relationship. In front of all 4 parents, Michelle asks Alan to trust in the now and to not fear that things could end badly. To take a leap of faith with her. She leaves the room, and he soon follows after being encouraged by both the fathers. Left alone, Monica spills the beans about her affair with Howard, or tries to. Both Grace and Sam guiltily confess about meeting the previous night, and Monica smugly talks about her affair with Howard. Howard begs Grace for her forgiveness. An upset Grace goes outside. While Sam and Howard compare info about their infidelities, Howard explains that theirs was purely physical, whereas Sam explains theirs was purely cerebral. They start to fight with their fists, but it soon turns into a hug. Howard considers both his wife and Sam are better people than him. Monica follows Grace and lets her know she thinks Howard hasn't gotten too lost and that their marriage could still be saved. The men join them outside. Howard said it was the last and only time he cheated on her, which Monica corroborates. Grace is hurt that, instead of talking things through with her, he'd sought solace in another's arms when she leaves in tears. Sam encourages Howard to go after her as she believes her best possible happy ending is with him. Sam and Monica start talking once they are alone. He says he'd always felt she's more interesting than him, that she's an unstoppable force, and is stayed because of their son meeting Grace. He now sees he could love again. Michelle and Alan write their own vows and marry. Afterwards we see Sam and Monica in what seems like a goodbye and ending of their relationship, while Howard and Grace have refound their passion for each other.